Okay, we've got a comic auction coming up next Wednesday, the 17th of September. And we've got a lot of comics and publications in there. I've just picked out some of my top picks that I thought I'd go through with you, so we can have a look. First one, Batman Adventures number 12, first appearance of Harley Quinn. It's a modern age comic. When I say modern age, it's 93, so we're getting to kind of 30 plus years old now. Harley Quinn is an established character. She's like Batman, she's like Superman, Spider-Man. She's out there. This comic goes up in price every year, so it's one of those, get it now while you still can. We've also got Secret Wars number 8, the first chronological appearance of the black costume, so what eventually became Venom. This is written by the late great Jim Shooter and drawn by the mighty Mike Zeck. It's just a classic comic, great story, and just an iconic cover. And talking about iconic covers, we've got Catwoman 51, drawn by Adam Hughes, which is the iconic mugshot cover. I mean, Adam Hughes does some great covers, but this is one of his best as well.
Sorry, did you say drawn by?
Drawn by Adam Hughes.
That's...
Well, no, it's a drawing. It's actually
Wow.
And then again, another great cover. Anybody who knows me knows that I love Todd McFarlane. This is one of his best Batman covers, Batman 423. This is the first printing of that. It's something that's been homaged a lot of times, but it's just a great cover. Great McFarlane covers. We've got Hulk 340. This is my favourite cover of all time. And you can imagine back in the 80s, going into the newsagents and seeing that. Not only is it a great cover, it's just a great story. Written by the late great Peter David, drawn by Todd McFarlane. It's just a great story. If you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. If you've never read it, then you need to get it. And then we're going to start going into the building blocks of the Marvel Universe. This is where, going back to the 60s, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko did what we now talk about as kind of the MCU. So we've got Fantastic Four number 3. This is the first appearance of the Fantastic Car. It's also the first time they were in costume as well. The idea behind this was Stan Lee didn't see this as a superhero book, he saw it as a science fiction book. But obviously Jack Kirby, who drew it, drew superheroes, so they ended up in costumes. But it's an early issue, it's only the third ever appearance of the Fantastic Four, and a great issue. We've then got X-Men number 2. It's the first appearance of the Vanisher, and more importantly, it's only the second ever appearance of the X-Men. So Cyclops, Iceman, Jean Grey, Beast, and Angel and Professor X. It's only the second time they ever appeared in comics, and how big are they now? And we've got the fourth appearance of the Hulk, Incredible Hulk number 4. This is from the original 6-issue run. It only lasted for 6 issues, then it was cancelled because obviously they didn't have the following for it. Surprising for such a great character. He ended up being as a backup character in other books, and then got back to getting his own title. But this is issue 4 from that first 6-issue run. We've got Captain America 100. This is Marvel's first solo Captain America Marvel comic. It's quite a good one as well, because normally this black area, you normally find it quite low grade. It's quite difficult to keep in a good grade, so that's a really good example of that issue. And then I'm about to go into Spider-Man as well. Anybody knows me knows I love Spider-Man. I particularly love the Ditko Spider-Man, that first 38 issues where they just defined what the character was. All the villains in there, they're still around now. It's been going like 60 plus years, and they're still good. So we've got number 6, which is the first appearance of Lizard. Again, great issue, written by Stan Lee, drawn by Steve Ditko. And then we've got number 9, which is the first appearance of Electro. Again, another classic villain, which is almost as big as Spider-Man. And then another classic villain, Mysterio. That was his first appearance in Spider-Man number 13. And then finally on the Ditko run, we've got number 31, which is the first appearance of Gwen Stacy, who you might know better as Spider-Gwen if you've only started reading comics in the last few years. And that's her appearance. Then, as much as I like the Ditko run, we've also got an issue by John Romita Jr., the late great, John Romita Sr., the late great John Romita Sr. That's a classic, iconic cover, Spider-Man No More, and it's also the first appearance of the Kingpin. There's some classic issues in there, and there's lots of other things, lots of other big lots and big bundles and things, so if you are going to bid, best of luck.